Ja, guten Abend, herzlich willkommen zur abschließenden Pressekonferenz mit unserem Cheftrainer Vincent Kompany. Wir halten es auf Deutsch jetzt, aber wird natürlich alles übersetzt, wie Sie das gewohnt sind. Und fangen wir auch schnell an, weil die Zeit ist schon vorangeschritten. Bitte schön, die erste Frage signalisiert mit Handzeichen, dann kommt das Mikrofon. Yes. Maybe in English, okay. Waiting for the first question. Who wants to start? Okay.
English.
Yes, please. English.
Vincent, just get your reaction to an unusual defeat for Bayern Munich.
Yeah, first of all, I have to congratulate the opponent, Arsenal, and I think in the end a deserved win for them. The first half felt like we were. It felt to me like we could edge it in the first half. You can't keep a team like Arsenal without threat for an entire game. But I felt that we had many. I think we had many reasons to go back in at halftime and think, okay, if we come out second half and we improve a few things, we can edge it and we can bring it home. But it didn't happen. And they came out with, I think, more purpose, more sharpness on the simple things in the game. You know, of course, they've got always the set plays to shift momentum. They use it also very well to control the momentum of a game. But at the same time, in the things we did better in the first half, we just allowed them to gain control of too many phases of play.
You mentioned the set plays. Can I ask, how difficult is it to prepare against a side that are just so consistently impressive in that particular aspect of the game?
Yeah, I'd like to think that I want to balance it on purpose. What I want to say is, I give an example. I don't know how many goals we've scored. 50, 60 since the start of August. As difficult as it is to prepare to defend against us, it's how difficult it is to prepare to defend set pieces against them. That's they've got every other aspect of the game as well, but that's something that they master more than anybody else. But you don't go into this game thinking, okay, you know what, this is their game, and let's try and defend what they've got. Let's just try and defend what they've got to bring. You want to bring what you can bring, and I think we were able to do that in the first half, which is why I was like, okay, it balances each other out. But we weren't able to balance it out anymore in the second half. It was too much resistance rather than trying to, hurt them.
Next one.
Hi, Vincent. I just want to talk about the goal you scored in the first half. It was a wonderful team goal. Arsenal have conceded very little goals so far this season, but the pass from Joshua Kimmich was Toni Kroos-esque. That pass took out the entire Arsenal defence and left Karl with a situation with a tap-in. In terms of that, you must be over the moon in terms of that team goal that was scored by you tonight.
Yeah, but it disappears in the context of the game. You lose a game, so I think it will. I think it matters for us that the first half was sort of a good first half away from home against a team like Arsenal, and then obviously that goal sort of shows what we are capable of doing. But I think this game will matter and this game will count if we acknowledge what we need to improve and use it to build from that. So I want to make this game count. I want to make sure that by the time hopefully we can compete in March and April still in many competitions, that this game is a game where you look back and say, that's why we're able to do it now, you know. But yeah, granted, for the first half and the way this goal was scored, this was a promising moment.
Back to the other side, yeah.
Hi, Vincent.
Hi there.
Mikel Arteta a few minutes ago just said that they've just beaten the best team in Europe in Bayern Munich. How would you describe Arsenal?
I think Mikel won't mind if I say that, because we had this discussion when we played PSG last 3 or 4 weeks. It was mentioned in the same way. I don't think any of us want to be the best team in November. So we're trying to like I say, use everything now to build our season towards being there in the important moments. Their momentum continues, but for us it's something where, okay, we get to show how we react now, and we get to show how this one will make us improve. The answers will come, but not everything within the minute now.
And the last one on this side.
Just back on the set pieces. I might be wrong, but it seemed like you were talking to the fourth official a lot while they were being taken. Were you unhappy with something that Arsenal were doing or the officiating?
No. I think it's not this. It's I think I drew it as well a lot from obviously having played at this level, and you just have to have the best performance ever from the officials. And then if it goes your way, if it goes your way, it goes your way. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's important to sort of be alive to sort of a deflection that seems to go off one of your players, but actually doesn't come off one of your players. If you can see the throw-in, it matters, because that throw-in is going towards a corner. Flacco is going in the box. If you can see the corner, it matters. If the last player to touch it wasn't your player. And I know that in the chaos of these moments, it's easy to say like it's a small mistake. So the only thing I do, which is it's not directed necessarily at the officials, is just make sure that everyone understands that we are alive to this. We it's not just a little mistake. It's something that, if you don't get it right, will affect the momentum of the game. But if you get it right, and in that case it benefits us, then it's an incredible shift to the situation now. Defending a wide free kick or a corner or throw in, it's a total different thing. Then you get the ball and you can work your way up the pitch. So that's it. It's nothing directed at the Arsenal players. I think they do what they have to do. The Arsenal bench is very alive as well. I think they do what they have to do. But you can't just go and sit back and then let it happen, right? If something happens, you have to be there as well, and that's all we try and do. Just make sure that we're not letting the game just slip away without fighting for the little things that could go our way.
Do you feel the officials made too many mistakes then?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just explaining sort of having played the game. If I was on the pitch as a captain, you'd see me, try and affect all of these. You've seen all the captains in the Premier League over the years, and you've seen how much you can weigh in on these moments. But if you don't and you're passive, one thing's for sure, even if it's 10, 15, 20%, you will concede ground, and you can't afford to in these games. Yeah.
Thank you.
But the main thing is, I hope I'm trying to stay respectful. So if after a game I haven't been, I wouldn't be proud of myself. I try to, but it's football, it's emotions. I try better next time.
What's going on? Thank you, Vinny. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.